Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard, call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On first down, Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Regular. King. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Delta. Cut. Check 55.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball at the hands of the quarterback.
Now Mayfield lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. His pass caught at the 4. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joe Schobert in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. First down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 91 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
53's the mic. 53. Check.
From the 30 on second down. Prescott. That would complete to Elliott. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike. What we got? Let's go. Here we go, 46. Mike, 53. Boom. Watch the pass. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Mayfield now. And it's caught. Beckham. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
53. He can't hang. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated for blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check, check. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Here's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
27, 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deebo Samuel, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On second down, Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey. 4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down, Cleveland.
Mayfield now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A pitch back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Yeah, 133.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time.
Pressure here.
Hey, Charlie.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, kill. 47.
10th carry now for Elliott. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He can run for it, and he will. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a court. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it.
And now here's another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down now. Dobbins, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, exit. What's up? Check, Mike, 54. What's up? 54. Tackles. What's up?
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And oh, it's blocked. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to.
It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey, here we go. Mike Foco. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 26.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cowboys, they're playing.